Welcome back. Thought it was about time I redid that AI video properly this time. You're going to need a couple of resources, VirtualBox and an ISO Kali. VirtualBox has lots of different packages for installation depending on what machine you're using. We're going to be using Windows, so I'll download that. Then we're also going to need a copy of Kali, kali.org. Download, and lots of different options for what platform you're going to download to and in what format. We're interested in installer image, an ISO, so let's click there, and again provided with plenty of different options, an installer down to ISOs, an ISO of everything, and a weekly updated version. We're going to download just the basic ISO and make use of that one. Once we've got the files, time to install VirtualBox. There we are. And lots of clicking through. I always click on that, make sure everything's been installed. Go with over and OVF bin, default file formats for VirtualBox, and then we'll let that run until it's installed. Once we've got it up and running, lots of things we can fiddle with, but let's just concentrate on getting Kali installed for the moment. So I'm going to click on create a new machine, give it a name. Pick the ISO we downloaded. Got this one stored somewhere a bit peculiar at the moment while I'm making the video. There we go. Our VirtualBox will support all sorts of different OS distributions. You can see it defaulted to Ubuntu there. Kali is Debian. We'll try and find where they've hidden that. There we are. Hopefully it makes things work a little bit smoother. And there we go. Now the install isn't complete. We're going to have to run this version of Kali, just like you would do if this was hardware based rather than a virtual machine. So get it up and running. There we go. Kali itself will take care of an awful lot of things for you while it's in VirtualBox. Even installing a few VirtualBox apps as well to the Kali machine, make it really nice and smooth. Set up some localization options with Kali. I'm in the UK, so UK British settings. And it will run, get all the files it needs and install them for you. This will take a while, so I've cut this bit short. But eventually, when you've completely forgotten, you've gone away to make a cuppa, I wonder what's happening. You'll come back, find all this is finished, and you've got a screen waiting for you to pop some of your own details into. So we'll call this machine Kali. It's my host name. I'm not on a domain with this one. Give yourself a username, Kali, creative. Password, better than mine, please. Oh, the machine's popping up on my network. And then a bit more waiting, and Kali will come back and ask you to use a few more options. I always use the entire disk. It's not really worth messing around with it anymore. It's very cautious as well. It'll check that you want to actually install to this disk. Precautionary if you install into hardware, but not so worrying if you create a virtual machine. Just click through on this, Leave the settings as they are. And don't worry about that numlock keep popping up. I think Carly's doing some numlock state checks. It's not me. And there we go. More files for your system. Download and install them. We'll cut that short. And you'll get the Grub bootloader. You need to install that, otherwise it won't work. In this case, we're choosing the virtual disk. You can see the VBox label in there. If you're doing this on hardware or another way of installing, it certainly would appear different. You may even have multiple hard drive to choose from. So you can see there, VirtualBox guest has been installed. That'll make things run a little bit more smoothly for you. And then once this is finished, you'll be ready to boot. There you go. So select continue. VirtualBox kindly ejects the CD ISO file for you. Other machines, physical machines, etc. You probably get an error message saying to remove the installation media and press enter. And then here we are booting into Kali itself. Don't worry so much about the smaller screen. Sort that out once we're loaded up and in. So whatever username you've chosen and password and accompanying password. I've used a rubbish password just for this demo. Please make sure yours is much stronger. So you can see we've got a small screen. Oop, accidental right click, but useful because as you can see that brings up a lovely menu. It's the same as the system menu, and you'll see in a moment. Just the same. So we're going to go into the settings, not settings editor, but settings manager. Scroll down to display. As you can see, it's an 8x6. Let's bump it up to our native screen resolution. Yep, looks good. Keep that. And there you go, we're in. A little bit of full screen from VirtualBox. Anything more than that be customization, so I'll leave that with you. Hopefully that's much better than the AI version.
Like and subscribe!